Hello, my dear students. Welcome to this video on Oxymoron and Hyperbole. These are two fascinating figures of speech that make language creative and engaging. In this video, we will learn what they are, see some examples, and practice exercises to understand them better. Before we start, let's look at what you will learn in this video. Dear students, by the end of this video, you will be able to define oxymoron and hyperbole as figures of speech, identify examples of oxymorons and hyperboles in sentences, understand the purpose and effect of using these figures of speech in writing, and finally, you will be able to apply your knowledge by solving exercises to spot oxymorons and hyperboles. Let's begin. An oxymoron is a figure of speech that combines two opposite or contradictory words or ideas. This creates a unique or deeper meaning. Writers use it to highlight absurdities, irony, or complex feelings. For example, quiet scream is an oxymoron because a scream is usually loud, not quiet. Here are some examples of oxymorons. Notice how the contradictory terms create a meaningful or playful expression. For example, deafening silence. Silence cannot actually be deafening, but this phrase shows how intense the silence feels. Friendly fire. Friendly fire. Fire is not really friendly, but this refers to accidental harm in war. And the next one is seriously funny. Serious and funny are opposites, but together they describe something that is very funny. No choice. You are forced to act even though choice implies options. Next one is learned fool. This describes someone knowledgeable but lacking wisdom. Next one is clearly confused. Someone is obviously confused, even though clarity and confusion are opposites. Old news. News is expected to be current, but this phrase refers to outdated information. And original copy. A copy should not be original, yet this phrase highlights the first version of something. And deeply superficial. Someone appears shallow despite something profound. And the next one is pretty ugly. This combines this phrase combines attractiveness and unattractiveness to describe something strikingly unattractive. And passive aggressive. This is also an oxymoron. Here, some expresses aggression indirectly while appearing possessive. And the last one is unpopular celebrities. Generally, celebrities are meant to be famous, but this describes those who are well known yet disliked. So these examples show how oxymorons combine opposites to create powerful or ironic meanings. Now let's see, why do writers use oxymorons? Oxymorons help writers communicate irony, absurdity, or deeper truths in an engaging way. So, oxymorons are used to highlight irony or absurdity, to express complex emotions, to make their writing playful or dramatic. So, oxymorons grab attention and make readers think about the deeper meaning. Let's do an exercise. Here is a quick exercise. In these sentences, underline the oxymorons. First one, the room was filled with a deafening silence. Second one, the clown was seriously funny. Third one, she is deeply superficial. Fourth one, the dog is pretty ugly. And fifth one, the tabloid printed an article on unpopular celebrities. Better, my dear students, pause the video, try it yourself, and then check your answers. Good luck. Now, let's talk about hyperbole. Hyperbole is a figure of speech where exaggeration is used for emphasis or effect. It's not literal, but creates a strong impression. For example, the suitcase weighed a ton, which means it felt very heavy, not that it literally weighed a ton. Let's look at some examples of hyperbole. I have told you 100 times to wash the dishes. This means they have been told many times, not exactly 100. I am so hungry, I could eat a horse. This means the person is very hungry, though they obviously wouldn't eat a horse. That lecture went on forever. It means the lecture felt very long, but it was not endless. I died of embarrassment. This exaggerates the feeling of extreme embarrassment. I am starving. It is used to describe feeling very hungry, even if it's not literal starvation. It was the most amazing sight ever. It exaggerates how impressive something looked. I cannot live without him. This expresses a strong emotional dependence. I could sleep for a year. This exaggerates how tired the person feels. I have a million things to do. This highlights how overwhelmed the person is. And last, finally, she is as slow as a turtle, a playful exaggeration to describe someone moving slowly. So these examples show how hyperboles exaggerate to emphasize an idea or a feeling. Hyperboles are not meant to be taken literally, but make descriptions more vivid and emotional. Let's think of why do writers use hyperbole? Writers use hyperbole to make their writing vivid and interesting, to strongly emphasize feelings or situations, to grab the reader's or listener's attention. These are the reasons why writers use hyperboles. Hyperboles make descriptions more dramatic and engaging. Now, let's try an exercise. Underline the hyperboles in these sentences. First sentence is, I have a million things to do. Second one is, she is as slow as a turtle. Third one is, I could sleep for a year. Fourth one is, we had to wait forever for this bus. And the last one is, this is the worst day of my life. Dear students, please pause the video and try it out. And then Check your answers. Good luck. Let's compare oxymorons and hyperbole. An oxymoron combines two opposite ideas or contradictory terms, like deafening silence. It can also help writers create irony or introduce a playful tone, whereas a hyperbole exaggerates something or emphasizes strongly, like I have told you 100 times. Oxymorons and hyperboles serve different purposes, but both enhance writing creatively. Dear students, thank you for watching. I hope you now understand oxymorons and hyperbole better. Try to find examples in books or movies and even create your own. Don't forget, see you in the next video.